So like the COVID time, as the pandemic was still new and still they almost forced everybody. Yeah, you cannot go in there if you don't have the jab proof, certificate, passport. You cannot do this without that passport. You cannot do this without that passport. This could be also the case. You cannot do this. You cannot do this without the QR code. Now in Germany, they're talking about rationating the fuel and also soon the food. So that means that the food are being controlled. What you buy, how much you buy, you are being controlled. How do they control it? With this QR code. Every person gets a QR code that you enter in the shop to take a certain amount of food and a certain amount of fuel and a certain amount of whatever. So this is their way to introduce this. The Christian will call it the mark of the beast. I don't know. I don't want to label it. I prefer to call it QR code to introduce this new world order that is already in China, that is already in Sweden. They're trying to introduce it now in Europe. I don't know. I didn't. All these things that I'm saying, it's not that I heard it from there, I read it from there, I just feel it from my heart. I feel from my heart what is to come. The last few days I've spent a lot of time in meditating, in contemplating, in meditating, and especially meditating about the situation, how to proceed, how to prepare, whether to prepare or not. Is it fear-based? Because at the beginning I said, it's just fear-based, I'm not going to tap into that. I kept on getting the nudge in my spirit saying, better prepare as far as you can. With whatever means you have, it's better to prepare than to just be blow-out. What is blow-out? Yeah. Because when it hits really bad, and then you will wish that you would have hit that, you would have followed that nudge that you had got, that you got back then. So what I'm doing is that now, every money that I get from Lidl, I just do my stocking up what I don't have, and for me and my animals, my dogs and my chickens. I have developed a way to feed my dogs and to feed my chicken, to feed myself. So we don't need that much money. So therefore we can stock up